Games.
Stand up.
Good morning, boys and girls.
Morning, teacher.
How are you today?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
Want to thank you. Sit down, please.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, boys and girls, at the very beginning, a simple question. How many senses do we have? Five. What are they? What are they? They are smell, sight, hearing, touch, and taste. Okay, very good. Now, look at this man. What kind of sense does he lose? What kind of sense does he lose? You try. He loses. He loses the sense of sight. Okay. Now, as a blind man, what kind of sense do you think is he good at? You try. Good. The blind man is good at hearing. And when walking outside, what kind of senses does he use when walking outside? Josie, you try.
He uses the outside.
He uses the sense of
the hearing, touch, and smell.
And smell. Very good. Sit down. Okay. Now, look at the picture. According to the picture, what can be the blind man's eyes? The dog. So, is it an ordinary one?
No.
Is this dog an ordinary one?
No.
So we call it
The guide dog.
We call it the guide dog. Anything else? And okay, Shidong, you try.
The walking stick.
And a walking stick. Okay, very good, some please. And now, what can the guide dog help the blind man do? Sule, you try.
The guide dog will help the blind man do everything.
Okay, the guide dog can help the blind man do everything. Okay, you try.
The guide dog help
Help the blind man go shopping. Okay, someplace. The guide dog can help the blind man go shopping. Trang Hải, you try.
The guide dog can help the blind man open the door.
Open the door, good. The guide dog can help the blind man open the door. You try. Go home, go back home. The guide dog can help the blind man go back home. Okay, strong him, try.
The guide dog can take blind man cross the road.
Good. The guide dog can help the blind man cross the road. Right. Okay, so much. Now, okay. Today we will learn a story which comes from a magazine. So do you know something about magazine article? Do you know something about magazine article? It's very long. It's very long and it has many characters. Yes, it has many dialogues. Okay, now, boys and girls, please look at the picture. The first and the last paragraph. And let's try to answer questions. Okay, now let's try to read it firstly. John Dunster's travels. Ready? Go.
John Dunster's travels began as soon as he walked into the German hotel with his friend Charlie. Together they went to the reception desk. John said, "Good evening, my name is John Dunster. I work alone here." Charlie barked, "Wolf, wolf." It sounded like yes.
Okay, the first one. Question 1. The name of the blind man is quite easy. Okay, Jane Jie, try. John Dunster, sit down. Charlie is a Guan Jiajing, you try.
Guide dog.
Charlie is a guide dog. They met some. You try. Travels. Okay, boys and girls, pay attention to the word travels. Okay. So let's try to guess. How many travels will they meet? 2, 3, 4, at least 2. Okay, now. Wow, good job. Okay, now. we know that a story usually includes 5 elements. What are they? When, where, what, who, how. Okay, now this time, please open your books, turn to page 73, and please read part 1 and try to find out the 5 elements. Get clear? Yes. Okay, start. Two minutes for you. You can circle or you can underline the information. Please read. Try to find out the 5 elements. Try to find out the key information. Okay, have you finished? Yes. So, actually we have already found the information about the characters. Who, right? Who? Who? Charlie and John. Good. Well, now, can you find out the time and the place? Okay, who wants to have a try? To try to find out the time or the place. Okay, so let's try. Underline the information. Underline information. Okay, so here it tells you where. Okay, where. Good, go back to this, thank you. And the time. Okay, Piper, try. Okay, yes. So here it tells you when, right? Okay, go back. As soon as means 什么什么就 okay. That means immediately after. Okay, now let's go on. So they went into Dragon Hotel, and they went into the Dragon Hotel. What did they see? What did they see? What is it? Good. It's a reception desk. Okay, read out to me. Reception desk.
Reception desk.
Reception desk.
Reception desk.
Reception desk.
Reception desk.
Okay, and there is a person who stands by the reception desk. So we call her the clerk. Okay, read out to me. The clock.
Clock.
The clock.
Clock.
The clock.
Clock.
So the clock, what does the word clock mean? It means people who works in or stays in. Work in the hotel. Okay, now there will be a short dialogue between them two, and I need all the girls be the clerk and all the boys be John dancer. Let's have a short dialogue, okay? Okay, girls, ready? Go.
You are welcome to stay, sir, but I'm sorry we don't allow pets in this hotel.
Pets? Charlie isn't a pet. I'm glad he's my pet. He takes me everywhere.
I'm
John Dancer and Charlie met their first trouble, right?
Yes.
From which sentence? From which sentence? We don't allow pets in this hotel. So the first trouble we can say good. We can say pets
are not allowed in this hotel.
Okay, now let's try to read it together. Ready? Go.
Pets are not allowed in the hotel.
Okay, pets are not allowed in this hotel. Actually, in our daily life, pets are not allowed in many places. Okay, do you have any ideas? Do you have any ideas? Pets are not allowed in? Want to share your ideas with us? Okay, John?
Pets are not allowed in the cinema.
In the cinema, good. Zhang Han, try.
Pets are not allowed in the library.
In the library, because the library should be very quiet. Okay, Sule.
Pets are not allowed in the school.
In the school, pets are not allowed in the school. You try?
Pets are not allowed in
Allowed?
Pets are not allowed in the hospital.
In the hospital. Okay, you try?
Pets are not allowed in the supermarket.
In the supermarket, maybe. 换一下.
Pets are not allowed in restaurant.
In the restaurant, maybe some of the restaurants. Okay. Anyone else? The last chance? Chen and try?
Pets are not allowed in the cinema.
In the cinema, we have already mentioned, right? Okay, last chance. Okay, so much. Well, so John Dancer heard the clock said that we don't allow pets in this hotel. So how was he at that time? How was he at that time? How did he feel at that time? He felt very angry. Okay, this time, please try to find out. Please read part 1 again. I will give you 2 minutes. Try to listen carefully. Try to find out 2 verbs which shows that John Dancer was very angry at that time. Okay? Get clear? Ready, go. Two verbs. Not a sentence, not a noun, but a verb. Verb. What did John Dancer do? Two verbs. Another sentence. Okay, have you finished? Yes. Want to share your ideas with us? The first word, verb. The first word, verb. We'll try. Okay, Zhang Jingjing, you try.
Explain.
Explain. Good. Now. Explain. Okay, now please read out to me. Explain.
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 What does the word mean? What does the word mean? It means you say something very loudly and very suddenly, because you are very angry. Okay, now the sentence in our textbook. Pets, exclaimed John. So how can we understand this sentence? In a low voice or in a loud voice? A or B? A. Okay, now A is correct. Okay, another one. The second verb. The short try. Interrupt. Okay, interrupt. Well, now please read out to me. Interrupt.
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 What does the word mean? Good. It means you say something to stop somebody. stop somebody, right? Okay, clear. Now, the sentence in our textbook. John interrupted. Please call the manager. So how can we understand it? A or B? Let's say John said something that made the clerk stop what she was saying. Okay. John allowed the clerk to finish the sentence. A or B?
A.
A. Okay, very good. Yeah, clear. Okay, now. So, with the help of the manager, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so how did they solve it? Can you underline the sentence? Can you underline the sentence? How they solved their first trouble? Zhang Haiya, you try. Find out the sentence, find out the support. Yeah, yes? Yeah? Yes, okay, go back, thank you. So, what do you think about the manager? Let's try to read it together. John interrupted, okay? Ready? Go.
John interrupted.
Please call the manager. The manager can. She agreed at once that John and Charlie could both be guests. She led them personally to their room. Before entering, John said, "Can you tell me the location of the fire exit?" So what do you think about the manager? You try. She is very kind. Why? Why do you think that she is very kind? Can you find out some key words? You like to try?
Agreed at once.
Good. Yeah, here she agreed at once. At once. It means immediately, right?
Yes.
Anything else? No, I'm sorry. Okay, Sule, any ideas? Good. Here, the personality, right? So we think the manager is very kind. With the help of the manager, they could both be guests. So what does the word guest mean? Good. It means people who stay in the hotel. Okay, very good. Well, let's go. So, now please try to look at the picture and listen carefully. Listen carefully. What would happen? Please read part 2 quickly. I will give you 2 or 3 minutes to find out the second trouble. Okay. What happened next? We heard the fire alarm and we saw the fire engine. Well, have you finished reading part 1? Part 2? Yes. Did you find something? Okay, you're up.
And fire.
Good. A fire, right?
Yes.
There was a fire in the hotel. Okay, so we can also say a fire accident happened. Okay, now let's try to read together. Ready, go.
Fire accident happened in the hotel.
Okay. There was a big fire in the hotel, and this time, John Dancer and Charlie did a lot to help each other, to protect themselves, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this time, boys and girls, please find out the actions they do. Try to list some verb phrases. Okay, take out your working sheet and write down the verb phrases. Write down the actions they did. What did they do to help each other? Then I will give you 3 minutes. You can read your textbook. And I have already given you some examples. What did Charlie do? And what did John Dancer do? List the verb phrases. You needn't write down the whole sentence. Just list the key verb phrases. It's okay. Walk, verb phrases, not the whole sentence. Verb phrases. Clear? The same mistake, right? Yes. If you have some difficulties, you can discuss with each other. It's okay? Walk. W-O. Please pay attention to your spelling. Okay. If you have finished, you can discuss with each other. You can help each other. Okay, let's have a check, okay? Yes, you want to share your paper with us? Maybe, okay. Liu Lan, give me your paper. Okay, now boys and girls, please look at the screen. Can you see clearly? Yes?
Yes.
Okay, now what did Charlie do? Woke John, put at John's blankets and barked. Stay beside John, yes?
Yes.
Yes, okay. What did John do? Went to the door and felt it. Yes. Wet some towels and put them along the bottom of the door. Yes. Try the phone.
Yes.
Yes. Lay on the floor and waited.
Yes.
Yes. Open the window, wait and shouted.
Yes.
Okay, try to practice yours. Practice your paper. Okay. 30 seconds to correct your answers. Very good. Well, thank you. They did a lot, right? Now, sometimes John uses his mind, and sometimes he uses his sense. So, some word phrases. Can you just think and thought? Yes? Okay. Let's do the first one. Awakened by Charlie and smell the smoke. Want to have a try? Try to thought. Want to have a try? Okay, 张海洋 try. Awakened by Charlie and smelled the smoke. Okay, do you agree? Yes, so what kind of senses does he use? Smell, good. Smell the smoke, right? Smell and awakened by. It means he heard Charlie was barking, right? So he uses the sense of hearing, very good. The second one. Let's do it together. Heard the fire alarm go off. Sense, okay. Which sense? Heard, which sense? Hearing. Okay, next one. Feel the door. I need a student to answer. I need a student to do it. Okay, you're the child. You get confused about the answer. Okay, thank you. He filled the door. Actually, he uses his sense, right? He uses sense of touch. And let's think about it again. Why did he fill the door? Why did he fill the door? Good. He wanted to make sure whether the smoke, the fire was outside. So actually, both. He used both. Right? Get clear?
Yes.
Okay, next one. With some towers. Liu Lan, you try. Yes. Okay, very good. Go back. He wet some towers. He used the sense of touch. And pulls them. He used the sense of touch. And think about one question. Why did he do this kind of things? He wants to keep the smoke out. So actually he uses his mind as well. So we should put it here, right? Both. Okay, try the phone. That's it. It seems to be easy for us. You try the phone. You should pick up the phone. So he uses sense of touch. And why did he try the phone? Because maybe he wanted to ask for help. So he used both. Okay, good. Let's go. He lay on the floor with Charlie and waited. Mind. Okay, mind. Okay. Then he opened the window waved and shouted. Mind, senses, or both? Some say senses, some say mind, some say both. Okay, let's see. He opened the window. He opened the window. He touched the window, right? Then open it, right? And why did he open the window? He wanted to ask for help, so he used the both. Very good. Get clear?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So from here we know John Dancer was a sensible man, right? He was very good at using his mind. Okay. So here, he just find out the reasons why he did this kind of things. Now, I have already given you some keywords. With the help of some keywords, it is easy for you, right? Yes. Okay, so let's try. First one.
He was built the door.
He felt the door.
He built the door to make sure the fire was outside.
He felt the door to make sure whether the fire was outside. Sit down, please. Next one. Jongping, you try.
He let some holes and put them along the bottom of the door to keep smoke out.
Very good. He did so to make the smoke out. Good. Next one. Okay, Leolan, you try.
He tried to get in touch with the clock.
With the clock. Any different ideas? Any different ideas? Okay, Jongping, try.
He tried the phone, get in touch
To
get it in touch of
touch with.
outside people.
Oh, good. The people outside. Okay, maybe we have different ideas. He tried the phone to get in touch with the people outside, to get in to get in touch with the manager, to get in touch with the clerk. Okay, or maybe to get in touch with his family members, the fireman. Right. Okay. Next one. Next one. Next one. Next one. Chanana, you try. Lay.
He lay on the floor with Harry and
Waited. To have enough fresh air. So why did he lie on the floor? Why? Because the air on the floor is the freshest. Very good. And he opened the window. 张海要 try.
He opened the window with the chest to ask for help.
To ask for help. Okay, so they're actually the fireman came, right?
Yes.
But before the fireman came, how was John? He was very worried, right? Can you find out one sentence to show that he was very worried at that time? One sentence? Before the fireman came, he was very worried. Can you find out one sentence? Any ideas? If you have any ideas, you can put up your hands. Kitchen and try. No. No. Ask. Listen carefully. Listen carefully. Before the fireman came, John was very worried. 着急的. How can you know that? Which sentence tells you that? Okay, think about it. Okay, now, 张海洋, you try.
The fireman didn't want to keep shining.
Yes? No, I'm sorry. Listen carefully. Why was he was so worried? So, how do you know that? 你如何得知他非常着急? Yes? Okay. 周青, you try.
The minutes seemed like hours.
Good. The minutes seemed like hours. Yes. The minutes seemed like hours. He was very worried, right?
Yes.
Yes, before the fireman came. And then after the fireman came, when he heard the fire alarm, how was he? How was he? When the fireman came, how was he? How? He was very happy. Good. How do you know that? How do you know that? How do you know that? Which sentence tells you that? Okay. Any ideas? Sule, can you have a try?
It was music to my ears.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, very good. When he heard the fire alarm, he thinks that it was music to his eyes. Okay, very good. So two sentences are very important. Clear? Yes. Okay. Now, finally the firemen came, but actually they met the third trouble. Now, what was it? Now, 30 seconds to find out. 30 seconds to find out the last trouble, the third trouble. The third trouble. 30 seconds. Quite easy for you, boys and girls. Quite easy for you. Have you found? Yes. Yeah, who can tell me? Who can tell me? Who can tell me? Quite easy. Okay. Zhang Jingjing, you try.
The fireman at the window didn't want to take Charlie.
Good. Here, right? Boys and girls, pay attention here. The fireman at the window didn't want to take Charlie. So the third trouble we can say, the fireman refused to
Take Charlie.
Good. The fireman refused to take Charlie. So here, refused to means
Didn't want to.
refused to means didn't want to. So how did John solve it? How did John solve it? He explained about Charlie. Okay, whole class. Now, well, three troubles, and they have three solutions, right?
Yes.
Okay, boys and girls. So this was a story between John Dancer and Charlie. John Dancer and Charlie in a fire drama, right? Yes. So why did they? So what is the title in our textbook? What is the title? Let's try to read it together. Black man, ready? Go. Whoa. Okay. So here, black man and ice in fire drama. Why did the author choose the word ice but not Charlie? Maybe ice can have different ideas, right?
Yes.
Ice can refer to Charlie. Ice can refer to three senses. His three senses. His sight. Oh, sorry, sight. No. Hearing, touch, smell. And eyes can refer to his wisdom, right? 他的智慧, right? Anything else? He did a lot of things to protect themselves. He has common sense. So here maybe we can refer to eyes can refer to his common senses of self-protection. 自救的意识, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now let's try to. Okay. Three troubles and three solutions. And what can you learn from a story? What can you learn from a story? Any ideas to show your opinions? You try. What have you learned from the story? Sit down, please. What have you? Now, the first trouble, the rules says we don't allow pets. And the third trouble, the fireman said the rules don't allow the pets, right?
Yes.
So sometimes we should break the rules because life is the most important, right?
Yes.
And maybe there was if there is a big fire around you, what you will do? Okay, you must take careful. What should you do? Okay, Shuki.
Don't open doors and windows carefully.
Okay, very good. Anything else? What should you do when there is a big fire around you? Okay, Zhang Tiji.
Don't shout blindly.
Don't shout blindly and don't take the elevator, right?
Yes.
Okay, don't leave your time for property, right? Okay, you try.
We should visit the whole body.
Maybe we should wet the whole body. And from the story, John Dancer saved Charlie, and Charlie saved John. So maybe we should live with the pets, with the animals harmoniously, right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay, so much for today. Now class is over.
Stand up.
Goodbye, children.
Goodbye, teacher.
Okay.